Choose any ATM of your convenience and stand a chance to win gold sovereigns.
Lanka Pay.
President Anura Kumara arrived at the parliamentary premises around 11:20 am today, shortly after the official commencement of the session. He was welcomed by the newly appointed Speaker of Parliament. The President was then escorted into the House. Subsequently, President Kumara presented the government's policy statement to the 10th Parliament.
Today
is a special day for Parliament. For decades, political power in the country has been dominated by two main political parties. However, in the past two elections, that power has shifted to a new party. This marks a significant milestone in the country's political history. We have received the mandate to form a majority in the Parliament, which is a significant achievement. However, there is a quality in this mandate that goes beyond that majority itself. For the first time in a long time, all communities from all provinces have contributed to a political change in the country. They have placed their trust in us, and we extend our gratitude to them first and foremost. The government and I are committed to fulfilling the needs of the general public. We are also dedicated to governing this country while maintaining the unity of our people. Despite our different provinces, cultures, languages and religions, this election has shown that we are united in pursuit of a common goal. Therefore, a strong opportunity has arisen to create the national peace that the citizens of this country have long yearned for. We may hold different political opinions, but I assure you that we will not allow racial politics to take hold in this country again. We will also ensure that religious extremism does not rear its head. Our nation has suffered greatly from racial conflicts in the past, and it is our responsibility to prevent such an environment for future generations. While political slogans may focus on economic and democratic issues, I assure you that we will not allow anyone to use racial rhetoric for political gain. When we were handed the responsibility of governing, we were in the opposition. We understood the depth of the economic crisis we faced. Therefore, our main priority upon gaining power was to assure economic stability and restore the confidence of stakeholders. During the presidential election, we stated that we were inheriting a country that had struck an agreement with the International Monetary Fund. We recognized that breaking this agreement would leave us with no way forward. We are well aware that the third review of this program was delayed. It was originally scheduled for September but had to be postponed due to the election. As soon as the general election concluded, the IMF delegation arrived in Sri Lanka on November 17th. We are in discussions with them and we believe we will be able to sign a staff-level agreement with them by Friday. The debt restructuring discussions were in their final stages when we assumed power. There is no point in debating whether these negotiations were good or bad for the country now. This is the reality we face. Accordingly, we have reached a common agreement on bilateral loans and are prepared to formalize individual agreements with those countries. Additionally, we have reached initial agreements with international sovereign bond holders. We believe this process can be completed by the end of December. To overcome the economic crisis, we need a new economic strategy based on three key principles. First, the rapid growth and expansion in goods, services and manufacturing sectors. Secondly, ensuring that the general public is connected to this economy. And third, ensuring that the wealth generated is not concentrated in the hands of a few individuals, as such inequality would not lead to a long-term stability. Our policy focuses on the successful and equitable flow of economic benefits to the general public. We also have a policy regarding market operations. The country's market is relatively small, which can lead to monopolies. Therefore, we plan to strengthen this market and ensure the continuous supply of quality goods and services at fair prices to the public. We have devised several mechanisms to fulfill this responsibility, including promoting competition in certain industries. There are industries that can be controlled by implementing regulatory authorities, while others, especially sensitive and economically important industries, must be operated by the state with shared ownership. This includes sectors such as power and finance. We also aim to organize the market more efficiently. Strengthening cooperatives and establishing them as strong competitors in the market will be part of our plan moving forward. We have identified certain industries that can drive rapid growth in goods and service manufacturing in the short term. First is the tourism sector. We aim to attract 4 million tourists and generate $8 million in revenue within the next 3 to 4 years. Second is the ICT sector. Currently, the country has only 85,000 ICT professionals. We plan to increase this number to 200,000 within the next 5 years and increase export revenue from ICT from 1.2 million to $5 million. With our strategic geographic location, we aim to strengthen Sri Lanka's position as a major naval hub. In terms of the agriculture sector, we aim to increase agriculture exports. Our oceans cover 8 times the size of our landmass, yet we are only using a fraction of this resource. The fisheries industry holds significant potential for economic growth. In the long term, we see vast opportunities here and plan to add value through public-private partnerships. We see science and technology as a pivotal area for economic development. We also expect to achieve a $15 billion digital economy. In December, we intend to propose a vote on account to allocate funds for the next 4 years. The budget proposal will be presented in early February and passed by March. As representatives of the public, we bear the responsibility of creating a better country for all its citizens. The government and I are committed to this goal, and I believe the opposition leaders and MPs will lend their support.
ඒ වගකීම් වෙනුවෙන් මමත් අපේ ආණ්ඩුවත් බැඳී සිටිනවා. විපක්ෂයේ සියලුම පක්ෂවල නායකයින් ඒ වගේම මන්ත්‍රීවරු සඳහා සහාය දෙවි කියලා මම විශාල බලාපොරොත්තුවක් තිබෙනවා.
Following the President's address, Parliament was adjourned until 9:30 am on the 3rd of December.